All right, everybody. Just adjusting some dials here. Okay, putting some computation. Let's see, the X factor versus the Y. I'm turning some knobs. I'm sorry for the sound being weird here. I don't know if it sounds any different, but you know, yeah, just I don't know what's going on. Does it sound weird or something? What's going on? Do you guys hear something? Hey, hello? Hello? Hey, what's that? Oh, what's... All right, just kidding. Just messing with you. Just messing with you. Just messing with you. Messing with you. Messing with you. Well, here we are, everybody. Here we are, everybody. Here we are, everybody. Historic moment. Historic in time today. In time this week. Roe v. Wade has been overturned. Roe v. Wade is fucking gone. No, I already kind of talked about this before, but now it's officially done. No more abortions ever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, we're just gonna do this political tit for tat thing, I think, till the end of time now. I mean, I think that's what's going on. Like, look, the right now, this is the right getting their way. Like, they're doing this now. You know, if we get a mostly left Supreme Court, just wait till something crazy. They'll just abolish the police nationwide or something. Okay, well, they're not literally saying no abortions. I mean, that's how people are acting, like there's no abortions ever. Sorry. My dad just called me, so sorry to interrupt, guys, but I'm grounded, turns out.
I was just grounded, everybody. My dad called and told me you're grounded, so I guess I can't leave my apartment now. I don't know what to tell you guys. I didn't do my homework good enough, so, like, it's all over for me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm grounded. Can't come out. Can't go
That'd be funny to tell somebody. I'm a grown man, 39. I'm grounded. My dad called me and told me. Yep. I didn't do that great at work this week, so he told me, why don't you just stay and think about it? I'm like, all right, guess I can't go outside. Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't even be that much affected. Like, when you're growing up and you're grounded, you're like, oh no.
Oh man, fuck you.
But now I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just kind of do the same thing I usually do. It might just alone. Just alone. No one around in my room, as the theme of this podcast. No one around. I'm just here in my dungeon, as you can hear, thinking about things. I'd like to come here just to think and chain myself up and whip myself to punish myself when I'm a bad boy. Whoops. Yeah, but you know, you don't really ground yourself. Here's what I would like if I did a life coach program like Tony Robbins or somebody. Here's what I would do. I would tell adults, remember when you would get grounded as a kid? Do that to yourself as an adult. Like, why kind of accept when you mess up? You should punish yourself. And just like go to your dungeon and chain yourself up and stuff, you know. No, then it becomes sexual. Punishing yourself as an adult is then like fetish. It's not even. But I was actually wondering when I was just now doing that bit. I was just doing that skit about being grounded. I bet you kids now don't get punished for anything. Get punished for anything. Like um, 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 what if this is the rest of the episode? The rest of the episode. 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 This is it. This is it. Be like this for 40 minutes. 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 I mean, but kids probably don't, like, do kids get grounded anymore? Like, I mean, I know schools don't, like, my friend's a teacher, and from him and from what I hear on the web, I hear that kids do not get punished anymore in school. Students do not get punished in American schools anymore. I hear this from my friends in America. Everybody tells me, do not move to the U.S. I know you don't want to. Take your family there, you know, you live the American dream. Get out of Russia because, you know, war going on. But yeah, my friend, I mean, they don't punish kids anymore. There's just zero consequences for anything. And so kids do whatever now. I mean, they don't, you know. Hold on, I'm going to try something out here. Okay, it didn't work. It just sounds like there's a hiss going on. But I don't think I can really fix it, can I? Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys. Alright, I don't know. Just exactly the same. But yeah, kids don't really get, there's no consequences in school. Like my friend's a teacher. The kids there do like TikTok challenges where they like break stuff in the school. No one cares. No one does anything. So I kind of feel like kids don't get grounded. I mean, I don't think parents now, at least not around me in New York. But I mean, I guess yeah, maybe only if you're in a red state, then you might have the old school style of parenting, or if you're like religious or like brought up a certain way. But if you're just like a progressive family, you probably don't get punished. Maybe you get like some unique form of punishment. Like, oh, you aren't allowed to acknowledge your white privilege today. You aren't allowed to tweet about Ibram X. Kendi today. You weren't allowed to quote White Fragility today, the book. You weren't allowed to go to a protest today. That's how like a progressive parent would punish their kid. Hey, you're not allowed to go protest Roe v. Wade today. Okay? Guess what? You're not going to D.C. to protest. No, you shouldn't have, you know. And I mean, I don't even think they'd get punished at all because they probably would be like, if you're super progressive, you even go like, well, look, my kid has a different learning style. Like everything is a different, unique thing. It's not even like bad or good. There's no like doing well or doing poorly. It's just like, I don't know. My little boy, he's a spatial linguistic learner. He's not one of these book smart. Oh, he has to read a book and do an assignment. No, he's like he attacks other kids in school. Well, that's because he's more tactile. He's a more tactile student. He learns through violence, and maybe he expresses himself in a physical way. Well, that's not his fault. That's the supremacist system. That's not his fault, okay? Because he came from a certain background, and that's why he likes to be you know, just like anything. And then you would just troll your parents. Like, kids are still going to be kids, aren't they? Like, they're going to just troll their, like, too progressive parents. Like, if you're too liberal, if you're too, like, progressive and left-wing, you would just troll your own parents. You'd be like, I just, like, feel like with my white privilege, like, I shouldn't be allowed to go to this protest today, even though you don't want to. You want to sit and play Xbox or something. I shouldn't be allowed because I messed up in not calling out Tommy at school when he quoted a Louis C.K. bit. And he shouldn't have done that in the presence of female students because, Louis C.K., me too. And I failed to act as an ally that day, and I did not call out Tommy. And I did
not. And so I feel like my privilege was not, I didn't call out my fellow student. I failed my POC students. I failed my, female or identify as female or used to be female or female adjacent students. So I shouldn't be allowed to go to the Roe v. Wade protest today, and I should be punished to play PS4 instead with my friends. I should be punished that way.
Mom, don't you agree? If you don't agree, you're a bigot, Mom. Like, that's how you would, bully your parents today? Like that story I heard about, the kids going to a drag show. And then I didn't see this clip. I didn't see it, so it could be fake. I don't know. You never know anymore, but, there was a kid that I guess the parents were saying he's gay, and he said, "No, I'm not." No, I'm not. He probably trolls his parents. If you realize your parents is one of the, if you have, I don't know, lesbian parents that are, really progressive, you just troll them. That's the, answer to everything. You just, you would hate that, and you would just go far right, probably. If you want to prevent that happening, don't be like that as parents, Because kids will just lash out and go the other way. No matter what, whatever your parent is, you're going to go the other way to rebel. So, imagine if that starts a new alt-right thing that they take off because all of their parents were too crazy left-wing that they rebelled and then became Charlottesville types, We don't want that to happen, okay? And, I apologize to everybody for bringing up Charlottesville. I didn't mean to. Just kind of came up. But I just felt like I had to call it out, I just had to do my part as an ally. Man, all this woke stuff is so religious sounding. It's just so religion-like. It's even more than that. It's it's just so exhausting. Imagine if you had to do that all the time, just everything you say, you can't make a joke, and then you have to go, I'm sorry, everything you say has to go under a lens of that, You can't just then, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want to get that political. I'm just sick of this political stuff. I'm sick of it now, the abortion stuff, which, shouldn't be, this is such an old issue, like I said before, but again, we're just going left wing does something, right wing does something back. I mean, that's what we're going to, until the Civil War breaks out truly. And it will. I mean, it is. I don't know. You guys all know what's going on. The culture war. Culture war is happening. Look, I'm going deep in on Roe v. Wade right now. I'm going to go deep into abortion. Should it happen? When should it happen? What are the pros and cons? How often should you do it? Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want, really. Just shut up. I mean, can't everybody just I almost am a person where I'm just do whatever you want and, don't make me hear about it constantly. But that's not possible anymore. I used to think, and people say that's libertarian, is everybody do what they want. But then there's some limits. There's always limits. Because people go, oh, we should have free speech. Totally, never. But then there is stuff where I'm no, because it's okay, are you a libertarian? I took this little quiz online once. and a couple questions came up like, okay, would you be okay with someone having a doll? Ugh, so I don't even know if I want to say this. Basically, would you be okay with a pedo doing, well, not, I mean, just having a doll instead of acting out like he would? And I'm like, I can't even answer that, you know? So, but if you really lean libertarian, then you kind of have to say everyone can do whatever they want as long as it doesn't hurt somebody. And I guess that would not be hurting sort of anybody. It's just so like it's not something I want to think about. So like, so when you get to those extremes, I mean, nobody's absolute on anything. I mean, everybody that says they're a free speech well, free speech is different, I guess. Except then, yeah, you do have, like, if somebody literally does say, I'm gonna blank this person tomorrow at this time or something, then you can't be you can't go, what is free speech if he is planning out a violent act or something. I mean, no one's really a total absolutist on anything, you know? But, I guess, like, I just don't get the, like, there really is, like, we go too far in either direction. You know, because why are people acting like abortion is outlawed at this point? Like, I'm not in favor of them overturning that, but there are some left people that are a little too into abortion, I'll just say. I'm not saying they said I love it or anything, but I mean, and I guess I'm very like, well, first of all, just all this said, I'm just grateful for all the celebrities chiming in. I mean, I just want to say like, thank you to all the celebs out there that chimed in on the Roe v. Wade stuff. Like, I've been waiting for, let's see, I've been waiting to hear what Pink thinks, and Nicole Kidman, and oh, they didn't say anything. Look at this. This is funny. This is really funny. Even if you're for his stance. Green Day's Billie Joe oh wait, I gotta show this. Sorry, guys. Green Day's Joe Armstrong tells fans he's renouncing his U.S. citizenship. I wish I had a sound effect right now. You know what I mean? Dun, dun, dun. Green Day's Billie Joe Armstrong tells fans he's renouncing his U.S. citizenship over Supreme Court ruling. Is anyone even surprised? He had that stupid album they made, American Idiot, which should have just been called George W. Bush because that's what it meant. Fuck America. Look, this is lame, okay? This is just like, you're not a punk. That doesn't exist. Punk doesn't exist anymore because they're not rebellious at all. It's not even close to being a rebel to be on the side of the left right now. You're not even close to being a rebel now. You're like this for 40 minutes now. You know? Fuck America. Fuck America. Armstrong said on stage for the Hella Mega Tour, his band is headlining on these corporate rock bands. Listen, guys, watch out. Punk is here. Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy are playing a show. Oh, shit. You guys, the establishment better watch the fuck out. Fuck America. Fuck America.
Okay. I'm fucking renouncing my citizenship. Where was he playing? London? Yeah, go there. Who cares? Just go. Fuck America. I'm fucking renouncing my citizenship. I'm fucking coming here.
As the crowd cheered in response, the California native carried on his diatribe.
There's just too much fucking stupid in the world to go back to that miserable fucking excuse for a country. Dude, this fucking rebel. Fucking rebel, dude. Dude, I'd bow down to you. Shit, you can't hear it.
All right. Well, he just said what I read anyway. Fuck.
Fuck the Supreme Court of America before playing American Idiot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Being against the Iraq War was not the same as being now for the establishment. Dude, he's badass. He's fucking. Apparently, everybody that was playing a show like all said something the same time. Wait, what? Green Day has performed in front of a banner reading "Fuck Ted Cruz" following the mass shooting in Texas. What does he have to I think they kind of know that, like, this is lame. Because, like, I don't know. How do you not know that everybody's sick of celebs chiming in? I mean, I just can't wait till these celebs actually go out and protest and, like, some get arrested or something. But then if they do, they're going to use it as, like, I'm a badass, see? Yeah, this is what I was going to talk about because this is why I opened this. All right, somebody defend this for me. Like, somebody defend how this is normal. Phoebe Bridgers said it was so easy to terminate her pregnancy. I went to Planned Parenthood where they gave me the pill. It was easy. And she didn't think about it really at all. I've always found comfort in talking to people in passing. When someone's mom says, I had an abortion when I was a teen, it normalized it for me. I was like, all right, it's time to throw my head into that pool. What? She was particularly bothered by one reaction she received when someone said, don't say it was easy for you to make that decision. It was clearly really emotional. And she said, I wasn't fucking emotional at all. I don't think about it as a baby. Of course not. And then she says her dad cried when George W. Bush was elected for the second term. Her dad cried. I don't know. I mean, this is just not surprising at all, but I would think that would be today. I'm surprised people. I don't know. This is just really fucking weird and disturbing to me. I mean, yeah, like somebody said here, then why share it? I don't like this thing with oversharing. Everybody's like, that's so brave to, like, share that. And, well, it is if you feel like it was a hard decision. But she's acting like she didn't. So it's not a brave thing to share because she didn't feel any emotion about it. So, and I feel like she's conflicted. She just sounds conflicted with these quotes. Of course I didn't read the article. Or, well, I guess this is probably the whole thing here. Where she, like, kind of talks about, like, it's not fair that I had easy access. But then says, I don't understand what her point is, I guess. Look at this, guys. This is good news. I know everybody was waiting
For this, Mindy Kaling says
sex lives of college girls will address the status of Roe v. Wade. Good. I was waiting for a show to talk about it. Like, because I didn't know how to feel about it. And then, I don't know, like, how do you defend this? Like, Jesus Christ, man. She didn't make any sense, so I don't know what she thinks really about it. Like, she used it as a birth control. Like, yeah, that pretty much sounds like she did. I mean, how do you say she didn't? She just said it wasn't an emotional decision. She just went, took it, and it was over with, and she didn't even think about it as a baby. Well, yeah, I guess it wasn't a baby yet, but to just, I don't. This is like exactly what the right would say that the left wants to do with abortion. And you put that out there, like, what are you doing? Why do people not realize what they're doing anymore? They just are like, I should share everything publicly because it's brave. It's healthy to overshare with. Like, I don't think oversharing is a good idea. Like, you put it out on Twitter. You didn't put it out like, well, if she said it in a concert, everybody would hear it and they would report it. I don't know. I guess just the Twitter thing is really not going to be a good idea. You should put it in a book or something, I think. You should put it in like a thoughtful thing. Like you shouldn't, or maybe write a song. Why didn't you write a song about it? Although if she wrote a song saying I didn't feel any emotion about it, that would be kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, this is just a bad look. I mean, I just don't, you know. I could like if I don't know, if I loved her music, which I did check her music out before and I liked it, but then I didn't go back and listen again. And I feel like it's because she annoyed me with being outspoken. I guess, but I don't know. I don't care what people are outspoken about, I guess, but like when somebody seems annoying, which is kind of what the vibe I got, I couldn't listen to her music again. Mainly because there was a couple of things she did, like she said something about Marilyn Manson making a bad joke, and she kind of implied that he's a rapist because he said something about a rape room, that it was a joke. I mean, unless he had a room that, I mean, I don't know. It was just like an out of context thing. She was basically implying that he's a rapist from a joke he made. So right there, I'm like, all right, I don't know about her anymore, and she's just young. She might just be like, I don't know. That's how she was raised. Her dad cried when George W. Bush won. Oh, another person did. I don't know who this is. Singer-songwriter Amanda Shires shared her abortion story. I don't think people should be doing this. I don't like this. I don't think you should. This is really funny. Okay, I didn't want to get political, but in 2020, singer-songwriter Amanda Shires penned an essay for Rolling Stone in which she revealed she had an abortion, a 10-minute procedure that came with frustrating and invasive questions. Despite the many questions as to why she was undergoing the procedure, which she described as having cells removed. Okay, this to me seems like you're coping. And I kind of think the same thing with Phoebe Bridgers now. Look, I don't want to think these. I mean, look, I do think. I don't. If I was. I think there should be an abortion option always available. I mean, I just do. But to describe it like this, you are trying to make it seem like it's not a decision. You are trying to make it, because you're going, I'm going to think of it as having cells removed instead of an abortion. She wrote that. So you're coping, because it's not, this is life. Like, you know, you can, this is so, like, everything contradicts itself anymore. This is probably the same. I bet you she's a vegan. And why do I say that? Because they think of, though I'm not going to eat animals because they're life. Or vegetable, like plants, even. Well, wait, no, they eat. I mean, plants are life too. But they don't eat animals because they're life, right? But you don't think of having an abortion as getting rid of life. It doesn't make any sense. Just admit that it doesn't make any sense. Like, look, have an abortion, but don't do this. Like, this is stupid. How do you even argue? Like, how do you then complain about feedback from this? You wrote an essay for Rolling Stone, and then you're calling people trolls because they are calling you a baby killer. Look, of course they're trolling, or slamming you because they are very pro. What's it called again? Anti-abortion, whatever, pro-life. The reasons that this is what I'm talking about.
The reasons that the reasons that I chose to have an abortion are personal and they are mine.
Okay, but you wrote a public essay on Rolling Stone. It's not a. You wrote an essay on a public pubic. No. You know, Rolling Stone is pretty mainstream. Everybody's going to see this, that you know. A lot of people are going to see this. You can't say they're only personal reasons then. You can't act like this is not, like you can't hear criticism. I'm just sick of this. Like, I really have no problem with somebody being pro-choice or really pro-choice. Well, look, I am, I don't know. I just feel like I am a guy where I'm like, oh, it's a case-by-case thing. But I'm not going to, do what you want. Have one, but don't then write an essay about it and then get upset when some people don't agree with it. Like, you wrote a public essay. You don't want to have any criticism? That's just not what life is. I mean, that's not life. Like, okay, I know you live in a bubble online. When you post things online, it seems like it's only you. Like, that's where I think everybody gets in a trap. Like this guy, Jonathan Haidt, talks about. He's an author. He's an author. I talked about him before. He wrote The Coddling of the American Mind. Him and a co-author wrote that book about why students at colleges were flipping out over free speech, over speakers coming to campus. And he now talks about social media making people intolerant to the extreme of other views. And this is part of this. She posted this she wrote an op-ed about her abortion. Oh my God, dude. Look, this is the problem, like, also with, oh God. This is a problem also with, like, these, like, real left-wing people. They want to talk to kids about everything now. Like, what is the real reason that you want to, like, we don't need to talk to kids about everything. Why? Because we tell them that a magical guy delivers presents on Christmas every year. So you want them to know about, like, kinks? You want to teach them about, like, drag queen hour? And you tell them there's a magical fat guy that rides around with reindeer. Like, so no, we don't need to tell kids about everything. You don't need to tell kids that some babies are aborted when the moms don't feel like it. Because that's kind of that's the whole problem, like, that the right seizes on. The reason why they probably, the only reason why they overturned the Roe v. Wade thing is because of people that are like Phoebe Bridgers and say, I don't think of it as a baby, and it was just taking a pill, I didn't even get emotional. But I would say it's more like Lena Dunham, who said, I wish I had an abortion. Quote, unquote, she said that. And a lot of people make fun of her now. She's really just she fell off after that, and her thing about maybe sexually abusing his sister. But I don't need to get into that. I mean, everybody kind of is really iffy, I think, about her now. I don't, like, and this is the argument I don't understand. Like, they always say, look, if men could get pregnant, there wouldn't be a debate. And I mean, but then what would be the difference between men and women? Well, first of all, they do say men can get pregnant now. Like, everything is so contradictory now. Like, nothing makes sense. But even back, before that argument was happening, if men could have got pregnant and women, then yeah, we wouldn't have had that debate. But we might have had some kind of like, oh, when should we get an abortion? Because and I'm not even, like, honestly, I'm not a pro-life. I'm not like an anti pro-choice person, but just to say, like, do you need a reason? Like, why should I need a reason why to have an abortion? Like, you sound fucking crazy. Like, I would think you need a reason. I mean, I don't know. Like, I do, like, I don't know, man. I'm just really conflicted about, like, do I agree with getting abortion for if you don't feel ready for one or if you got. But I don't think it should be taught that it's like basically whatever, I don't feel like it, or you don't need to have a reason. Like, I don't know. And I just don't like it. Nobody really likes talking about abortion. And that should tell you right there that there's an issue. Everybody's like, people don't like talking about it. So it is not a natural thing. It's not a thing where we should go, why would you be upset about that? Like, we all know why. I mean, nobody's going, you were upset about getting an abortion? That's weird. What's wrong with you? Do you have internalized misogyny? Are you like, do you hate women even though you're a woman or whoever is getting this abortion, hypothetically? Do you hate, like, or were you taught to hate yourself? Why would you be emotional? Nobody would ever say that. So you know that it is weird to say you weren't at all emotional. God, man. It's just so weird. Everything just doesn't make any sense anymore. Just the fact that, like, they're all conflicted. Like, this woman, everybody who talks about this, like, has internalized conflict about it. Because it's not a natural thing to just kill you get pregnant and then you kill it, okay? Even if it's not developed yet. That's not something that you should, in my opinion. It's not like you take a pill. It's not. I mean, that's the process of it, if that's how you got it or whatever. But I mean, I just don't believe people that act like all those people that would comment on, like, somebody like Phoebe Bridgers saying that, I took a pill. Everybody's saying you're so brave or whatever. They don't. They're just being dishonest by saying that, no one should feel conflicted about it. Like, what? And you shouldn't talk to kids about this. There's no reason to talk to kids about. I mean, what? People act like now, somehow, I don't know how this happened, but somehow, like, like, we still have rules in place for kids, right? They can't drive yet. They can't drink. There's age limits on just seeing movies still, but yet we should probably talk to them about kinks, and we should probably talk to them about abortion, maybe. Like, this is a conversation you should have with your kid when they first come out of your womb too. Like, tell them, hey, I could have aborted you. Ugh. Anyway, enough about this stuff. I know it's a. See, nobody, like, no one, I don't even like talking about it. And they act like this is one of those things where, like, we need to normalize. No, we don't need to normalize everything. We don't need to normalize everything. How dare you criticize my op-ed in Rolling Stone about how I got an abortion? First of all, like, why post that on Rolling Stone? Why? Maybe for yourself? I mean, what? Oh, for other mothers that. I don't know, I guess. I mean, I hate when they say stuff like, we need more people talking about it. Like, what are you talking about? It's still, like, it's not a normal everyday occurrence. It shouldn't be. Unless, like, you're living in some, I don't know, rape, like, everybody's getting raped all the time. I don't, I mean, oh man, I just don't get this. We need to normalize the conversation. No, we don't. Certain things are never a normal conversation. Like, this would never, even though, look, even if you are on the side of like always pro-choice no matter what, like say you're on that side, you still shouldn't think of it as a normal everyday conversation. Like really? You want it to be a normal everyday conversation? Ridiculous. You know, like my friend was just telling me earlier, like we just can't, for some reason, everything is black and white. We can't be on one side. We can't be like considering many things. We, like me, if I was a politician, I would just be like, but you can't. If you're on one team, you have to always vote for that team now. Like if you're on the left, okay, I'm voting for every check yes on every single left thing, or else I'm gonna get kicked out of Congress. It's bullshit. We need to like make alternative Congress or something. Like how we have alternative media. They need to make like a YouTube Congress, like a Look, I don't agree with Texas and Tennessee apparently making it almost illegal to get one. I mean, look, I can't imagine like, and all these people saying, you know, there's all these people like celebrities going, look, if you need a ride across state lines to get an abortion, hit me up. I will help you. Okay? Because they're not gonna do like I just can't imagine a stranger on the online DMs you, and you go, okay, come over. I'm gonna look maybe. But like imagine that keeps happening. You're just gonna keep driving strangers across the state line to get it. First of all, how would like I would feel weird about it. Like I'm just gonna be honest. You don't even know this person, and they're gonna show up, and you're just gonna drive them there. Like, it's a pretty. I mean, it's a big decision. I know they're trying to normalize it as not a big decision, but look, I know some people that have had, I don't know, marital issues, and their kids, I don't know, they're great. And I kind of feel like that's, you know, I don't know. I mean, if you, these people that say like it should always be, there shouldn't be a reason. I mean, they, you know, I don't know. Like, why can't we have in the middle somewhere? Why we can't, like, you know, like this, even this article says this lady who wrote the op-ed had a friend who said she didn't necessarily agree with it, but she still took me there. Okay, that makes sense. But she's your friend. She's going to take you there. Like, but these people going, I'll drive you across the state line. And then I saw a tweet that was like, listen, I have a spare room.
If anybody needs to go stay over, I do have a spare room. If anybody needs to go get an abortion, you can stay in my spare room. Strangers can just come by, people I've never met, and they can just stay in my room while they get an abortion.
Like, what are you talking? Are you crazy? You're just going to have people you never met show up, stay in your place, first of all. Stay in your place, really? People you've never met, just people that see you on Twitter. Look, you're just trying to look good. Just admit it. You're just trying to look like the best person ever. I'm going to let you stay in my house, and I'm going to drive you to get, like, I don't know, 100 abort. Like, what? Like, this is like, and these people are the ones that the right are going to use as an excuse to take away everything. Like, okay, like, now we're going to undo everything. Like, one party will get in, they'll undo everything the other party wants, and then the other party will go and they'll put it back, and then undo, you know. I don't know, man. Oh, I forgot about her completely. Jenna Elfman. I completely forgot about her. Dharma and Greg Star. God, I forgot all about. Yeah, man. I just don't get the oversharing shit on social media. Like, I'm sorry, but like I just do not like to overshare, and I don't get why people would want to overshare personal stuff. Like if you write an op-ed for Rolling Stone, don't be surprised people are gonna. Yes, a lot of people are gonna disagree with you. I mean, that's just. I mean, the internet is disagreement. It's like 98% toxic negativity is the internet now, thanks to social media, basically. But so how can you be surprised, like that reporter Taylor Lorenz that everybody like she is an idiot basically, and she like complained that, and she basically, you know what it is? There's some people like her where they take criticism or like threats in quotes as real threats. Like they don't get somehow. I don't know how they don't get this or they pretend not to. I don't know what it is. But like I am probably her age or maybe a couple. No, I'm probably her age. And I never took the internet as a real life thing. Like maybe now I guess people dox, people have done stuff like that, but if you're just getting messages and replies to your tweets that are like fuck you, whatever, like why would you take that seriously? Like I just don't get it. I mean, I just don't get how you can actually be like traumatized by it. Like she basically was saying I'm traumatized by, and it's not just her. There's other people who are like, I have PTSD from internet bullying. And it's like really and then I realized they're considering bullying just anybody not liking them online. I'm sure like Amber Heard thinks the same way. Oh, I have a bully brigade against me. Like anything anybody says is going to be a real threat. Like that's PTSD, man. And maybe somebody like AOC thinks that too. She's only like early 30s or something. I mean, so maybe they their brains are wired different where they really take, but I would think the longer the internet has been out, like that you would know that more now. But I guess if you're younger and you grow up taking it seriously, like I guess it does explain why they have meltdowns all the time. Like if you really do think these are real threats, like you do think somebody saying "fuck you, bitch, I hope you die" is gonna go murder you, like, oh, that's a real murder threat, and you go to the cops with it and they laugh at you. I mean, I know cyberbullying is real, like when it's really done, but I hear about that more with like kids in school. When I think of cyberbullying, I feel like it has to be a coordinated thing where like somebody, like a girl, like a guy shares naked pictures of a girl and then she gets cyberbullied. That's what I think really cyberbullying is. But like they might think that means any criticism online, like AOC getting any kind of negative tweet is really a real threat, and she has PTSD from that. I don't know. Because I don't know, maybe the internet was just more fun when I was younger, like when I was in my 20s. You know, the internet was really, it felt like you were just fucking around all the time, like you were just being, and trolling to me is still funny but people now like trolling, I guess people, there is a segment that are serious, like it used to feel like trolling was like just fun, but now I guess some people are really, some of the trolls are serious. I mean, but I don't know, maybe it was more fun back then. I mean, you used to be able to go into like a chat room, like an AOL chat room or like a Yahoo chat room.
And, troll it up a little bit. You used to be able to just kind of be an asshole.
And nobody gave a shit. I guess it felt more anonymous back then. I know everybody wants people to not be anonymous now, which does take all the fun. Like, but I guess it's scarier now. I mean, people are getting doxxed. People are getting swatted. Getting fucking swatted.
we will get doxxed. Okay? I have a SWAT team right outside your fucking house. My name is Cyberlord X978. I'm a hacker, and I have hacked into your cyber mainframe, and I have a SWAT team ready to go right now. Squad, go! Flank left!
And I kind of just, everybody still is a nerd, though, but now they can SWAT people. Keep that in mind with the internet, guys. Hey, it's not a playground like it used to be. Back in my day, it used to be,
you
know.
A lot more fun, and now it's just fucking not, man. Yeah, you kids today don't know what it was like back in my day. We used to be able to troll. And now, you just can't. You get swatted. And it sucks, man. It fucking sucks, dude. Go back to the old 2000s, early 2000s again, late 90s, early 2000s.
It was really like, there was like 1 year where it just stopped being fun all of a sudden. I feel like Napster's a little bit to blame because people are like, oh, they're just stealing music now? Oh, shit. Once the internet speed got fast enough to download music, then they just went, all right, we got to start making it less fun now. I don't know. Let's go back to 2004. Maybe earlier. I don't know. I mean, it used to suck. You couldn't watch videos online. Ever. Let's go right back to when YouTube first came out, like the first day. When no one had a copyright strike and you could just post whatever on YouTube. Just stay frozen in that day forever, and then we're fine. That's my proposal to everybody. Now get out there and vote this November. Make a voting plan for Guy in His Room.
Go vote many times, vote often, and vote fast and often. Don't even think about it, just hit Guy in His Room for the Internet Freeze campaign. Go back to a certain time and freeze it there. Don't develop anything after that. No social media, nothing. That's it, guys. That's all she wrote. Yeah. Going back to the way back machine. Yeah. Vote, everybody.